What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol BWAY for Brainsway Limited. On the left-hand side, we are looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. This did undergo a pretty massive catalyst, obviously big gap up, big pop, and then it faded the rest of the day to even fill the gap. There was some news about an FDA approval for some sort of depression treatment, not to minimize anything like that, but we don't really care too much about fundamentals. We're here to look at price action and the technicals rather. So let's focus in on obvious zones of support and resistance from this daily perspective. So resistance here, support was here. We also have this next sort of balance, which is down below here, and support was coming in here close to this 785 mark. So very quick and easy to spot here from the daily perspective. Up here at the wicks, we also saw prior resistance from that daily perspective. So, would it have been at least, not out of the blue to end here? Yeah, it makes sense that this was a prior area of resistance, and that's kind of where we topped out today. Not saying anyone nailed the top or anything like that. I'm just saying from a technical perspective, it makes sense, right? If we do something like this and break out the Fibonacci's as we always do, going from low of the move up to the high of the opening drive, we'll call it up here simply because that was within, relative proximity of this consolidation candle. Where's the 38.2? Obviously, that's this first blue line here. Did we consolidate up here? Absolutely not. Did we hold the 50? Absolutely not. Did we hold the 61.8? Absolutely not. So what do we know? It's very likely that we retrace 100% of the move, and that's exactly what happened. We even went further than that on today's session. So what do? We'll take the Fibonacci's and we'll put them on in the inverse, right? So we'll go from the high up here all the way down to the low over here. So we'll just drag those numbers off to the left still. And what we want to focus on in this case is what happened on the back test of the 38.2. Did we even get there? Absolutely not. So this to me strikes me as a very bearish close here inside of BWAY. The other thing I want to point out, if we just clean that up, is that we couldn't even get back over the initial low of day, right? If I do something like this, it wasn't quite, it wasn't quite exactly that 38.2, but I do think it's noteworthy that 850 couldn't even come up and be tested, right? That was here, and obviously resistance there as well. So pretty weak here inside of this name. It looks more like a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. So we'll see if it rolls over. We do have some critical supports underneath. 819 and then 785. Underneath 785, it's kind of game over here simply because we would have a massive failed breakout to the upside, and any follow through underneath, I would imagine that we continue to see more of a downward trajectory, something that would look along the lines of this prior trend that was in place. Scrunching this up, seeing what is left underneath, obviously this red candle low in here would be a last ditch effort, 757, and then after that, probably a ways to go all the way down towards 7 the whole dollar. Are you even going to short this thing though? Obviously it is hard to borrow. You can't do it with shares here in Thinkorswim. There's clearly no options chain, so it's not really worth looking for the bearish trade here inside of BWAY. Instead, it's kind of an avoid, right? There's no real long setup that I'm seeing either. Maybe you could make the argument if we recapture 850 and start to consolidate in here, start building out a bullish pattern of some sort, you could scalp it towards these upside levels, but as of right now, not seeing the case for a bullish trade. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.